dust of my jeans. You know what I mean? We came too far to play it small. Hands to the sky when the whistle calls. Faces lit up in the last row. Baby, watch us go. Feel that ride, hold that line. Every eye on the prize. Feet on fire, crowd goes high. Say my name, then we fly. Wake up, wake up. We want that shine. Wake up, wake up. One more time. Wake up, wake up. Run through the night. Wake up, wake up. Make it feel right. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. White lines right under open air. Mud on the ball, we do not care. Pass to the left, cut to the lane. Back of the net again. Whole block singing in the stands. Old school drums and clapping hands. You and me, we came to prove nothing we can't do. Feel that ride, hold that line. Every eye on the prize. Feet on fire, crowd goes high. Say my name, then we fly. Wake up, wake up. We want that shine. Wake up, wake up. One more time. Wake up, wake up. Run through the night. Wake up, wake up. Make it feel right. Wake up, wake
What up, chat? How we doing? What up, Toasted, Victoria, Johnson, Corey, Eldred? How y'all doing?
in the air. We were all right there.
What up, Balaji? Wait for setup. I mean, I feel like that, dude, Asia session, at least the early Asia session, has been getting the brunt of the entire consolidation this week. What up, Ryan? What up, Ahmed? What up, Alan? What up, DJ? What up, Initial? How'd you guys trade today? Y'all trade New York? Not trying to force trades like I did yesterday, Asia session. Yeah, Elder, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it seems like London is getting a lot of the potential as well, right? We get towards after the session, right? Like pre-London-ish. That 11 o'clock on seems to be getting the move, right? 11-ish got somewhat of a move, and then New York, obviously. Same shit as yesterday, nice volatility. 2 days ago, around 11 to 1-ish, you started to get some momentum. But during this session, we've been getting some range. We'll see what we can get out of it. I'm open to trading just evals today or ripping a funded if needed. What up, Jake? How you doing? New York blew up my funded. It happens, brother. It does. And that's probably the annoying part. Unless you were trying to do like aggressively short, it's just, you see a clear uptrend, but just one bad entry can lead to a nightmare. Chat, this is the broader range I have at the moment. 530 is a support, and then obviously today's highs as the overhead resistance. Ideally, we get a little bit more momentum than yesterday. We can look for some quicker trades if needed. Little bearish out the gate. Not overly, but we're back fighting around the opens, which isn't the greatest look. Dollar, not strong, but not weak. Gold looks like it wants to shit the bed again. It does. Oil looks decent on the lower time frames, but the higher time frames don't look good. What up, Raw? What up, Christian? What up, Rab? Saved all your bullets for Asia? Toasted. We'll see if that's a good or bad idea, right? There is one chart that I'm interested in. It's not the most favorable chart, but it's kind of the RTY if it wants to break. Like I said, it's not the most favorable. Doesn't get a lot of movement, but it's more so if it does get stronger momentum, look for the daily break. You do have to pay attention to the daily fail to go higher. And it's more so if we get stronger continuation on it, then I'm interested. If we sit around this area, not really. I need pretty strong conviction to be able to long the RTY here. But I'm really open to anything. I'm just drawing this out. I'm not taking anything. That doesn't look crazy. Possibly even that doesn't look crazy. Especially knowing gold. Gold above 420 or 4020s? Yeah. I can see momentum in gold. Just right now, this chart is weaker. Wholeheartedly. Hourly inside bar after an end of day sell off. Weaker chart. Not saying I want to short this. I'm just drawing out a little risk reward perspective on it. I'm not opposed to shorting. Especially because worst case, we see a broader pullback on the indices. I would love to see ES around 50-30s, personally. Give me a retest of this little breakout right here. Question is, if we get that move though, is it worth shorting to the downside? I think it could be. Especially oil a little stronger, the dollar a little stronger as well. Structurally, the dollar's not overly strong. There's still a lot going on in this chart. I know I could trade New York, but it would be for mobile and fair. Then save all your bullets. Easiest thing to do. Yeah, there's definitely no confirmation on gold yet. Appreciate you, PS. Yeah, my barber does a hell of a job. ES, your A plus entry for you is 53.10. So you need I might need you to retype that because I'm assuming you mean 75.30. Because I don't know if we're selling off 2,300, 2,400 points to your entry. I feel like there's a bit of a typo. My bad. I thought, I'm like, wait a minute. So ES is a little weaker. NQ has some relative strength on the shorter time frames. Gold popping off the open. Oil just sitting stagnant. I think the dollar's strong this session, but a lot of the time frames make me think this can easily head lower. So, I mean, what a better 4th of July week than just get a slow, methodical rally throughout the entire week. I'd be in. This divergence is just interesting. If we have all the indices kind of moving against each other, I'll be a little more patient. If we get them trending together above the open, I'll be ready to stab. Or trending together below the open, I'll be ready to stab. What setups are you guys looking for? But yeah, I think it was Yeah, TCM, you mentioned gold. I like this sweep a lot, especially on the broader scale. So if gold wants to get heavy continuation, I mean, upside potential is all the way up at 50s. So you got 20 points of upside room there. All right, let me look at this really quick. 15, 30. NQ just swept session high already. ES is lagging a little bit. We got to see how NQ reacts to this. What up, Ryan? How you doing? What up, Gael? I'm definitely interested in longs. Gold's going. I can see the dollar pivoting back lower. Dollar's obviously slightly strong, but it doesn't mean a whole lot at the moment. Lower time frame. 1 minute closed a little stronger. It's just, how does NQ respect that high of day test? I'll try a little MES. I'll turn P&L on. So I took a little long on MES, 45.25. I mean, ideal stop, we can run 4.5 points, just above 40. You could look for that for some type of trim. If I'm really targeting something, it'd be more so towards yesterday's highs. Like, that'd be what I'd be looking for on the trade. I think it's worth it, but I'm not opposed to like trimming along the way. At least this way too, it gives us a little room below the low a day. I don't hate widening stop a little bit just because of the risk to reward perspective. But if the indices continue to hold, everything held the open, NQ hit high a day, could lead to a slight consolidation. But if we can get continued buying here, I like it. MES wicks are a little different than ES, which is interesting. Oh, the opening wick is different. That's the only thing. This is probably my one early stab. Then as we build conviction overall throughout setups, I'll be willing to put more risk on. What up, Luke? I'm just buying any dips on MNQ. Would like to buy at 440. We'll see if that happens. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not like, if ES stops me out, I'd be very interested in us getting down towards 530s. But for now, I'm willing to take the risk here on the chance of us continuously holding the open off this little failure here. Big thesis is after this 5-minute failure to go higher and we swept this low, we should have at least gotten low of day and continuation lower. And then obviously we have the NQ relative strength helping us as well. So I like the chance of continuation. I like our risk on this. What up, Mivit? How you doing? What up, Bish? I've been over to trading today. No cap. Zay, you just yeeting? What up, Dev? What up, Acer? All right, Chad, I got a little pull rolling for the thesis overall. We more bullish or we more bearish on the indices? I don't like oil remaining a little bit strong. Yeah, TCM, I know we can easily pull back here. Like looking at these time frames, it wouldn't shock me if this end of day 4 hour got the continuation down to 530s. If it does, it does. It's a risk I'm willing to take on this setup. I'm not risking like a crazy amount. This account's an eval that I'm 1 day away from passing on a select flex. So I'm just seeing if I can get that P&L on it. I'm not overly stressed on this. Oh, I see what you're drawing. Yeah, I mean, for me, we have a big resistance up at like 570s. So that'd be like my main target if we can get up there. If we sit consolidating a little bit, I mean, it's what the session's been doing this whole time. This whole week so far. You want to see 30,700? That'd be a hell of a move. Not crazy. What's NQ look like? Yeah, 700 is not crazy. The only issue is we've been getting a brunt of the move during New York. What up, Vantus? Counting my sheeps after contract rollover. Hell yeah. Option 3, Eddie K. No, Vish, I left that one off. You got to pick one or the other. Yeah, Elder, you'd be front running that area. That makes sense. Especially if we get a move that large. We do, TCM. It's just we've been getting a lot of the momentum towards the mid to end of day New York, which typically leads to the early Asia consolidation aspect. We'll just have to see what the overall Asia market does if we're still in this when it gets there. If not, we'll probably be waiting to see, because I don't like NQ rejecting that high of day already. Because now it's starting to build out more of like a 15-minute little failure here. And if we get back below this, I would anticipate us to actually start to break lower. So I'm a little more cautious on this setup with that rejection. Gold stagnant. I would have figured that would have got continuation. Dollar's not moving. Oh, dollar's not open yet. And what are these doing? It's not bad. I mean, if we can continue to hold the open, we're fine. Let me go back to this. NQ's drastically stronger right now, which means tech's probably leading the way in the overnight. Let's see, actually. What's leading the way? Amazon's pumping a little. Industrials seem to be down a little bit. Microsoft's pumping. Qualcomm. Not a whole lot, but a couple names are pushing. Seems like Amazon and Microsoft are trying to hold us up. I don't have a good read today. I think slow grind up or we dump hard. Either way, Vish. I'm cool with any. I mean, for me, I don't expect this to be like Thursday's price action where we just get a 20-point face rip. 20 points in the current market condition that we've been getting is a decent target. So I'd be happy if we get there. I'm not opposed to trimming before that. It's a cap or lack thereof. I got a haircut, if that's what you're talking about. What up, MD? How you doing? I just hope we get a little more momentum than yesterday. Either direction, if we get some momentum, I'm happy. Yeah, TCM, this is just, I'm taking the chance of us continuously holding the open, playing off NQ's strength. If NQ breaks the session highs again and gets conviction above, it'll likely start to drag the other indices higher. And I'm willing to take that. That too, sick cut. Oh, and lack of the hat. Yeah. Can't wear it every day, especially when you get a fresh haircut. You can't wear hats. That's just disrespectful to your barber. Oh, let me put this on stream. Chat, I was thinking today, I'm going to test out the sub only giveaway. Not for this one, but for one of the 2 giveaways. Because we're doing 2 giveaways today. This whole week, 2 giveaways. But I'm going to test the sub only for one of them. See if I can figure it out. Yeah, TCM. I mean, it's what the agent's been giving us. If I wanted to trade based off what the agent's been doing this week, I would throw a target right here and just call that and be like, solid trade, not bad, you know? Which I'm not opposed, like I said, to trimming aggressively early. But it's just more so I'm leaving this up for now and we'll see what price does. Lamelli tried one yesterday. I think he tried the one on the bot from what I could tell. So I'm going to guess that probably didn't work. I'm going to change the settings through YouTube and do it that way. So I think I have it figured out. I just got to do it. This morning's PA difference between ES and NQ was a little nuts. I was watching ES for the first 15 minutes and flipped to NQ. It was like, is this today? What do you mean? Like the PA difference? How ES kind of consolidated around the open a little bit and NQ just face ripped? I mean, you're seeing a lot of big tech rally, which is going to lead to this getting stronger continuation. So we might get back in the phase. And like I talked about yesterday, if the overall Mag 7 that's been struggling starts getting buying pressure, we can easily head right back towards new all-time highs. And I think that's dream world for me. If the overall market, especially because we closed the monthly today. We did. If we look at the monthly candles, what did we talk about yesterday? If we get buying pressure, this is a very strong monthly. We have lower wicks all around, closed near the highs on almost every candle. If this is a 5-minute chart, I'm interested in breaking the highs. So I'm kind of interested in us getting back up towards 700s on ES, getting that continuation higher. Give us the momentum. Doesn't obviously have to happen today, but I'd be interested in it in July. Tesla been perky. I saw Tesla has ripped. Stay in commodities today? Hell yeah. If you like it, run it. Gold's weak a little bit. So I see what you're looking at. Oil's still fighting. I gotta quit looking at the dollar until it actually moves. I mean, we're still stagnant here, so it really depends. If we can break this high on ES, I'd be shocked if we didn't go up at least till 550s. 550s is a solid start. Obviously, we want a little more than that, but we'll see what we can get to. Because I have covered calls on Tesla. Hell yeah, Mivid. What's your strike is the question. Looking for a tight long in oil. Oil's at a point where I'm interested but skeptical because I've looked at this chart a lot. Because you have to remember, yes, if you look at the lower time frames, oil is trying to hold. If it breaks this 4-hour high, it can go back towards 71.5s. My skeptical aspect is the fact that we're continuously slamming off of that 71.5s while also being in this, because yes, this is technically a quote unquote bear flag. If we do get buying pressure above the upside, it can get continuation. But right now, this is a name that I'm watching, but very skeptical of because the daily looks terrible at the moment as well. Especially today, big outside bar, wicks both end. I mean, it's not my favorite. Is there potential within that? Yeah. But it's not something I'm like, hell yeah, I really want to be in this one, If it's some type of intraday trade, I'm interested. Like the hourly could set a higher low here, try to break 70.17. If it breaks that, you can easily see continuation. Put them out a year and a half, way out the money. Hell yeah. If I took a trade via New York, when is it okay to trade again to be covered a new day? Stop loss Poppy. The second the stock market opens at 6 p.m. Eastern. So one trading day is 6 p.m. Eastern until 5 p.m. Eastern. Anything, and then once you get that hourly close, anything once the market opens is a new day. Vish, I think above 570 we can go much higher, but we need above 570. Main reason we have obviously today's highs up around 570. I'm going to bring this down to 65s. Target this little high day pivot where we rejected a few times. We might put up a battle at 50 if we get up there. But we need NQ to get this buying pressure. If it gets it, I think we're good. I think we're chilling. Multi-timeframe analysis, Zay. Just straight multi-timeframe analysis. If we get the MTFA to give us conviction for a break over like a bigger pivot, that for me is going to be where it gets more A+. And since you know a lot of the details, you'll know roughly what I'm referring to there. What up, JN? How you doing? Are you to trade? I am. We're right at break even. You can see right below my picture the trade contracts and entry price. Plus, when one of these is stagnant on my screen, that means I'm usually in something. So we have the 15 coming up here. Ideally we get a close above this wick here at, what is that? 45.75. Oil's rejecting a little bit. Gold needs to pay attention to this prior hourly low. If we sweep that and get back above the open, that can hold. We need to see if NQ can take new highs. Appreciate you, Tiffany. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. What I don't want to see is NQ reject the high of day again. Because then we're either range bound or we start to get a little more bearish thesis if sellers can take over. Because what it's going to tell us is bulls aren't going to be strong enough to get us over this area. And it's, you know, leading to every other situation other than continuation. You take partials or only full TP? I take partials all day. I was on vacation, but I'm back. Hell yeah, where'd you go? Weak ass bullworms, right, Zay? I mean, it's been the Asia session lately. It has. She be struggling a little bit. We had one good day Thursday, and then the market's like, nah, we're gonna chill out. Hell yeah, Bish. She deserves what, though? The consolidation? No, she doesn't. I don't like that rejection. I really don't. Do you trade GC in Asia? If I love the setup, yeah. But I don't really love GC right now. Yeah, I don't like these rejections. So now we're back around the open. Weaker 5-minute closing here. I mean, if we get a lower wick, more neutral-ish, but still a little weaker. I just don't like NQ rejecting the session highs. $15 close, straight neutral. Lovely. Lovely. As long as we hold the open, we're good. Just a bear trap, don't worry. Could be. Don't jinx my early GC entry, kind of FOMO it. I mean, I hope it works. I do. I really hope it works. But if GC is going to help the market go higher, I hope it rips. For you, though, I hope it at least hits target. Playing with the team, always, Zay. Always. I mean, were you on yesterday? Because yesterday was this. That was just detrimental. Wait, MD, are you in then? Or are you still waiting? Took a nice trip to Sweden, the land of the IKEA meatballs. Hell yeah. Love that. I've never been to Europe. It's a bucket list thing. Eventually I'll go. You were in and out of straight torture? Yeah. Yeah. Shockingly, when we get these torturous markets, people love to show up for some reason. So I'm here for it. Well, I got shook out on the dip. 200 was looking for much more. It's all good. On that little pullback there, that's why in trades like this, especially when we know the current conditions that we've been getting during the session, I'm just going to leave it. There's a chance this can end up holding. It comes down, wicks me out, and goes back higher. Because we sweep low a day is what it is. But risk we're willing to take. We need out of this little consolidation, though. We get out of that, should be able to see some momentum at least towards 50. Yeah, that's the moral of life. It is what it is. You can't change it. No reason to stress. Yesterday, I tried to trade the range. Next second, the market dipped to kill my account. And then it started ranging back up. Yeah, Vish, we watched that whole move on stream. But once we got back in the range, I was like, eh. Maybe 8 o'clock brings some volume. It brought a little yesterday that pushed us lower. I believe that was 8 o'clock. Yeah, it brought a little yesterday that pushed us lower, but then we just got bought right back up. The one time I tried the range, it did that. I mean, if you were trying to trade within that range, though, props to you, because that range was tight. That was like, what, 10 points max before Asia opened? Holding from 515. Joshua, you CST? If you're talking 515? So you're holding from up here. That's fair. I mean, the early entries were definitely worth it if you caught it. I tried a little, before stream, I tried an RTY on my other account. And I ended up losing $10 because it pulled me back to break even. I've been out of NQ, RTY these last days. No setup for me. On the Asia session, yeah. I mean, I don't blame people if they're not looking to trade these ranges when we set them. I normally, if I see a super tight range, I just wait. Like yesterday, I waited for a lot of it. Oh, Chad, I forgot we have a new feature that I'm doing. I got a copy trade. And then there's that. That looks like I'm sized so aggressively. Hang on, let me fix the sizing on that. I'm going to trail stop a little bit to 4150. It ain't crazy, but it's a little bit. Are you long? Yeah. Oil kind of building force up. Let's see. Gold weak. Yeah, oil's still holding. That's kind of why I'm trailing a little bit, because after this break, NQ just got new highs again. If we push back into this range, I really don't want to be in this. I don't. Because then what would we do? We'd have yet another 15-minute failure to go higher. And at that point, I would look towards the lows. In theory, we really shouldn't even get towards 42 again, or 41.75 towards those lows. So if we get back around there, and I'm definitely open to exiting early if we end up starting to push back lower. And if it ends up being that trade where I get out early and it moves without hitting stop, I'm willing to do that wholeheartedly. I'm actually going to throw stop at 42. So I trailed stop to 42 because we just shouldn't get back below the open if this is going to continue. What kind of chain is that, brother? 14 karat. No. What carat is it? I want to say 14. It's not overly. It was a Christmas gift like 4 years ago from my parents. It's already broken twice, though. 10 karat. So it ain't nothing crazy. Yeah, I like it. I want to get a rope chain. Just need dollar to behave. I don't know. Oil's got a bit of strength. I'm very skeptical with this rejection. Very skeptical. I don't love it. I really don't. Let's see what this 5 minute does and how it closes. I have finger on the trigger to go flat, by the way. I'm not overly interested in sitting through a broader pullback. Just because we should not be rejecting session highs on NQ again.
Lately I've been chasing light, not the gold, not the shine.
I mean, the structure still is fine. I just don't like how we keep hitting 15-minute highs and rejecting. Because it clear as day shows bulls currently aren't strong enough to break that area. So we're more than likely to range, possibly pull back a little bit, which just has me on the edge to just close it. So I'd want a little more conviction. We're not getting it so far. Not the too close. All right. This next 5 gets below entry, I might go flat. I just don't like how we're reacting.
Walked away from silver walls, chose the echo of my calls. Now I dance on quiet ground where no.
I'm gonna go flat for now. It can work. It can still get continuation. I don't love it. I don't love it. I can't get how those 15s keep rejecting out of my head, and I do not love it. If it moves without me, it moves without me. I don't like it. Personally losing conviction on that. Let's try to breathe a little bit, see if we get a little bit better structure. The 15s. There's no world where if this is going to continue, we should see 2 failures in a row and 3 on NQ. If it goes, it goes. I'd rather be cash for a minute. If it rips and someone holds, congratulations. Great long. I mean, I got out break even. What's dumb is I got out break even, but it filled me lower than the price was on the candle, so I lost $50. Waiting for 8 p.m. Probably will be now too, personally.
I won't run for gold, no race to win. I'd rather chase the fire within. Let them count the
Double bottom looking nice. On what, Victoria? Yeah, Isaiah, I want to rope bad. What up, Joyce? How you doing? Taking my qualifying days and running away. About to request second payout. Last week. First time, second payout from the same point account. Trade Rob, how many days do you have left? Okay, here, Trade Rob. And I'm reading your next comment. I don't know if I'm cutting myself short. But as you think about it, yes. is there a shitload of opportunity in this market right now? Yeah. But there's also a shitload of opportunity to have stops get taken, right? And the way I view what you're currently doing, you've never gotten 2 payouts from the same account before. You've already met the criteria to get 2 payouts. All you have to do is log days. If you take, let's say, a little larger risk trying to grow that balance right now, it's not, let's say, $400 risk for a $1,200 profit. You're risking the potential of losing the payout. And that's kind of where my head goes in that situation. You're trying to do something you've never been able to do before, and you've already done it. Now you just have to log days. So log the days. Ride into the sunset, you know? That's where my mind goes. So it's the risk to reward over the payout. What would you feel better of, growing the balance or getting the actual payout locked in, you know? Oh, this channel, appreciate you, Panda. Yeah, I mean, if we go up to 50, we go up to 50. If I'm not in the position, oh well. I did not like what the price is currently doing. I would rather sit on my hands and watch. We'll see if something sets up though. It's just with those 15s, if I see a chart like this and getting those rejections, not something I really want to be in. If we end up breaking, we break. If we end up slamming lower, I'll feel a hell of a lot better for getting out. Also, another reason I kind of went flat is I started looking at the chart and I go, this could be a decent short if we end up rejecting and pushing back below the open. So when you start building the thesis either way, not really it. Oil getting a bit of weakness here. If it does, could end up leading to the indices getting a bit of buying pressure. Dollar just got a gap up. She's finally open. We'll see though. Indices are still stronger on the higher time frames. And Q going for those highs again on the 15. If we get 4 rejections in a row, I might sling a short out there. If we get 4 15s in a row that look like that, I might wait for Asia open and sling a short. Done already. Love it. Already read that. Lock my account after making profit. Most of my profits came from Globex, 6 to 7. I want to go for a long-term review. You're my inspiration. Appreciate you, TradeWap. It means a lot, brother. It does. What up, Bass? How you doing? No, TCM, I don't know enough about soccer to... I mean, yeah, I could probably place somewhere in that, obviously. But I don't know enough to where if I put something in that I'd be like, yeah, this is going to work. You know what I mean? You've never traded New York on this funded. Funny to say it. Hey, TradeWap, you're a changed man. Welcome to the dark side. Welcome. You want to see what year 1 me looked like? Year 1 me looked like I am at the charts at market open and I am trading from 9:30 until 4. Unless I ran out of an account balance, I was trading from 9:30 until 4. The amount of PDTs I would get on a margin account on Robinhood, like I would get a PDT, wait the 90 days and start putting my money into Thinkorswim instead. The second the PDT was up, I would get another PDT within a week. And it was just a cycle. My account has been on a PDT for, I think, 1.5 years now until they just recently changed the margin requirements. Because I didn't want to go back to it, and I definitely didn't want to put 25K into it. Gold getting volatility? I mean, a little bit. Spike new lows. For what it's been doing, yeah, it's getting some volatility. Are we really going to get a 4th rejection on the indices? Because chat, you can't tell me if you see this setup anywhere else, knowing it's a 15-minute chart, you wouldn't be at least somewhat interested in shorts. Like we get these kind of wicks across ES and NQ, failing to break the session highs. Gets you a little interested. It gets you a little interested. MD, did you type something wrong in that sentence? Did PDT rule already out of market brokers? PDT was a pattern day trader rule. On a margin account, you were required, or you were able to trade 4 times within a week unless you had 25K in your account. And I would trade way more than 4 times in that week with it. And the funny thing is, I would get to PDT, and most people don't know this. There's 2 levels of PDT. If you get 1 PDT on Robinhood, you can still trade. You just can't open and close a trade the same day. And then I would get PDT'd again to where I wasn't even able to trade on the account because I was such a degenerate. They were to eliminate it. They did. Because of the new margin requirements, there's no PDT rule. What up, Ali? Yeah, I was a degenerate, wholeheartedly. That's also part of the reason why a lot of times during trading, I focus on being calm and collected. Because I've been there. I don't want to go back to that level. Oil's looking more interesting, and shorts on the indices are looking more interesting. Not taking this, I'm just drawing it. If you took something like that, say a 4.5 point stop, target that, wouldn't be bad. For now, though, we wait. Likely going to wait for Asia at this point. See what that Asia session volatility does. See if we get a little momentum. Also, chat, don't forget, like the stream. Once we get to a certain like amount, hit the little thumbs up. I will be running a 25K giveaway. We'll be running 2 today. Anyone else's stream stuttering? YouTube on my mobile, like on my phone, for some reason bugs out. I don't know why. YGC plays my short move. Hell yeah. TCM, I think these, like gold, if there's a chart I want to short, it would be gold over the other names. It would be. Just sitting in the back of my head also is what we've been doing in the market, where during Asia session, it's been more of a range for the most part. So that's where I'm just a little more cautious. Like right now, the strongest name is oil on the session. This hourly looks fine, but I can see a long in it, but I'm not overly eager to like slam longs on it. What up, Mike? How to recover 1K drawdown on a 50K eval. First, the number one thing to do, in my opinion, is swallow your pride and size down. Because if you're trying to recover 1K drawdown, you're likely thinking you have very few trades to do that. Where if you size down, let's say $200 loss and just grind your way up, you'll get there. That's 2.5 hour trades with a $200 loss. That ain't that hard. You just gotta be patient. Patient, wait for the actual strong setups and execute. You can do it. ES breaking below the open. Dollar's still ripping. Gold a little weaker. Chad, are we back? We back? All right, we back. We back. All right, give me a second and log me out of stuff. So I got to go to...
Rain on my window, tears I don't show. Back don't show. Back don't show. The world feels heavy tonight, but my feet know where to go. I close my eyes, feel the rhythm inside. Even when
All right, we should be chilling. We good? All right, we're good. Fucking Wi-Fi. What do you mean no sound? Oh, yeah, there was probably no sound on that scene, right? I just didn't change the mic on that scene yet. You're good. You're good. That's from the old mic issue. We're good. I was on my brother's Wi-Fi and it went out for a second. Fucking dude, perks of living in the country. If one Wi-Fi works, the other one's gonna go out. User, not much at all. I don't change my strategy a whole lot unless I'm being more aggressive on my prop firms. If I'm being more aggressive, then it changes a little bit because I would never use like 2 minis on a self-funded. So that would be the only difference for me. But no, when I went to cut out, I was saying I'm not opposed to like putting risk on pre-Asia, but now I kind of am. Because we have 4 minutes left. Gold still looks good for short. It's going to get a weaker hourly close. What's the hourly look like here? Technically, if you want to go by structure, sell off consolidation. I mean, break doesn't look crazy. It really doesn't. I feel delusional for wanting to short this. But the lower, like if you zoom in on the structure a little bit, it makes sense. What up, Naturally? Yeah, user, if I go to full cam, you guys won't be able to hear me because unless I change the mic audio on that, which I'll do. I just forgot about it. I had to go to full cam so that way I didn't leak my passwords and stuff. YouTube has been off. When do I full port? Or when in doubt, full port? Yeah. I mean, I'm literally fighting demons to not jump in a short pre-Asia. And it might work. Would be unfortunate. It's just I really want to see this like 530s test. And all of the structure right now looks like it's good for it. But we're going to wait. We're going to be patient. Because the last thing I want to do is short this and have it just rip right up to 50. I see the short. I also see the long. Exactly. You can trust me with your passwords. Vish, I don't know. Out of chat, I think you might have lowered your standard a little bit lately. I see longs, yeah. If we hold the open, I see longs. I want Asia to rocket like New York. Good luck. Good luck. It can. If Asia starts recovering, because it's been getting slammed lately, if we start seeing some recovery, could easily hold. Right? What would be a better way to long this chart than 4 failure to go higher in a row, followed by a failure to go lower that just rockets? Could make sense. Oil trending. I'm shocked the dollar hasn't gotten more gold hasn't gotten more continuation. That kind of shocks me a little bit. If Asia does give buying pressure, I hope it doesn't skyrocket right away. I hope we can be patient, let it give us some type of entry if it's going to make the move. If you scalp, it might work. I'm just not a scalper. If I trade NQ minimum, I would want above yesterday's highs. For NQ, if I took the long, let's say I took this, stop there, I'd want that minimum. Which is crazy. A 60-point target on NQ with the market we've been in, but it's a solid trade. Trade up. To be fair, Jake has better hair for extension or for dreads. All right, there's a little bit of continuation of the upside. Do we hold here though? Yeah, we might hold. I went to the 2 minute to see if it's going to give us any entry or if we're just going to try to get bidding. RTY is still fighting around the open a little. I think this can get higher. I'm just trying not to get trapped buying into the 47 resistance. Quadruple top on DXY. What time frame? Depends on the time frame. One thing I will say is if we start to get up here, we reject and we just sit in this again, brother. Two minute looks terrible. $15 do. 15 triggered. We have the structure to long, but we're not getting the buying pressure so far. If we put another failure, no longs at all until we correct that. If we get back below the open, I'd be leaning short over long. Does anyone trade BTC anymore? Some people do. I don't trade it a lot. I mean, I haven't traded it in years. Bitcoin's at 58,000. Thing's getting smoked. I'd watch how it reacts around like 55. That's the last big line in the sand I have for it. All right, I'm gonna try a little more aggressive of an entry here on ES. Not crazy, I went down size a little bit. I'm gonna throw a stop. Would be 42. So I'd be risking 200 on this, 220. We don't have insane volume yet, but we got a little bit of a pullback, which I wanted to see on like the 2 minute. If it stops me out, it stops me out. This is like the stab I'm willing to take here since I got out of the last one around break even. It filled me there, which isn't the most ideal, but I'll take it. So it'd be around like that. So that's why I'm willing to risk it. If we reject here, we stay in the range. And at that point, not a whole lot to do. which is why I'm willing to take this. Worst case, we range a little bit, either stop me out or just sit in this area. I'd like to see continuation. If we don't, we don't. What the actual is this PA? Not good, Gael. Not good. I can tell you that right now. Tell gold to hit 40.12, please. It's trying. I mean, it is a weak hourly close. It could get a little bit of a push lower. It also could spend this hourly in a consolidation. Wouldn't be great. We just reject a high day again on NQ for the 5th time? Yes. Yes, we did. All right, if we do reject and keep below our entry, we'll take a stop. Because we just put in the 5th rejection. This price action kind of sucks. It will go lower GC. I mean, right now it looks like it wants to. What up, Bugs? Hope there's some dope sales for evals for July 4th. Trade up. I would be shocked if there wasn't. I'd be shocked if they didn't do some decent sales on July 4th, especially because a lot of their 50% close today. I'm pretty sure today's the last day for 50% off Tradeify and Lucid. If you have not gotten your 2 accounts already. Crypto Bros no longer hyping media channels. Oh, dude, you're getting smoked on Bitcoin. Smoked. Bitcoin's been a very clear short, though. Like, that chart has just looked horrible for a while. Did you see Top Step came out with a 25K static drawdown account? This will be something that'll tell me who's been trading prop firms for a while. Does anyone remember the Top Step swing account? You blowing stuff up on Saturday? We'll see, Gael. I mean, I'm sure the entire area will be. NQ and ES weaker here. Rejected high day again. We're range bound at the moment. If we break the lows, I'll be stopped. It would be annoying if it broke the lows and got bought back up. What up, Miller? No, never heard of that one. So Top Step had a 10K account and you were able to hold, it was micros only, and you were able to hold 24/7 basically. So you could hold it overnight, swing trade it. But yeah, it was a 10K account with a static drawdown. It might not have been static, might have been trailing. But no, it was the greatest account to ever exist. This was probably 4 years ago, give or take. Charts looking like barbed wire? Yeah. With this rejection up here, I'm expecting to stop. I was looking at, this looks horrible. I was looking at more so this 2-minute failure right here that I was looking for the continuation on. We got it up to the highs, but couldn't get above that. Us not being able to get above that, 15's rejecting again. If I ended up red on a day like today, I end up red. This isn't a day where I'm either going to chase or be irritated if I take a loss. Because we are stuck. How much profit or success do you usually have on Asia session stream? Depends on the day. Depends on what the market's doing. Past 2 days, we haven't really done anything because it's just been completely sideways. Yeah, Alan, if we get a move later like last night, I'm cool with that. I'll trade later on as well. But it really depends. Like Thursday, we caught a 20-minute trade that was $250 risk, $1,100 profit. And then this week has just been very range bound during this session. So we haven't really seen a whole lot. I've been catching trades after stream though, because that's when we've been getting some momentum. How you feeling for this Asia session? I feel exactly how the chart looks. And I feel like that's the best way to explain it. How this current 5-minute chart looks on ES and NQ is exactly how I feel about this session. Need oil to clear some levels up and no rejection, and we'll look for the low. Gold trying to hold a little bit. Oil has not gone anywhere yet. Dollar, not going anywhere either. We're just stuck. Who's your favorite top 3 prop firms, please? User Lucid, Tradeify. And then I feel like I don't use any prop firms beside those two. And if I do, it'll be like one-off accounts where I'm just trying it. What do you guys think would be number 3? Because I feel like a lot of the chat would say TPT. I would say maybe like TPT or Alpha. Maybe. I just haven't used TPT. And I haven't gotten a payout with Alpha, so I can't really talk a whole lot about those. But I just use 2 firms. My Fund of Futures? My Fund of Futures is good, but I feel like TPT would be a more favorable firm than them for a lot of people. There's a lot of diehard My Fund of Futures traders. I know that for a fact. But I just know the daily profit or the daily payout on TPT is what a lot of people love, which is crazy because the number one hated things in prop firm is daily trailing drawdown. But one of the top firms that people love is TPT. And they will ride or die on that hill no matter how many times that daily trailing gets them. I'm irritated because if this would just push up, there's a good chance I pass the eval. Yeah, Guile, I know you're probably level-headed with it, and I see chat replying to you a lot. As long as you're level-headed, you're fine. You're chilling. But just don't chase the eval pass. Just chase the trade. Chase the good execution. Will you enter here? I'm in. You can see all across the screen that I'm in on this. If it stops me out, it stops me out. Would I enter right where we are? No. If I wasn't in off where I got in, I wouldn't be dying to enter here. We broke out of the range a little bit, and we are still in this range. We have 3 minutes to fix this 15-minute candle. Because if we don't, that doesn't look that strong. So we need a little bit of buying pressure. But we did get the failure to go lower, which we talked about after 3 failure to go highers. Should, in theory, get continuation. We broke the high and then pushed right back lower. All that tells me is we are straight range bound, which is also part of the reason I lowered size as well. Y'all know $200 is on the very low end of my risk parameters. Let me make sure this account's in. Yes. Okay. So I've seen people want to hear the weekly and monthly candles, so I'll dive into those in 1 second. Just gotta get over the buffer, yeah. Yeah, once you get over the buffer at TPT, it's probably the best account out there. Except the 80% split. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 80%'s a little aggressive because a lot of the industry's around 90. You keep awake at night and watch the trade. Francisco, it depends on if I'm looking to execute or not. My trade time is, and I talk about this all the time, from 7 p.m. till around 1 to 3 a.m., depending on what the market's doing. If I'm absolutely looking to execute because we're near an area that I want to watch, I'll stay up for a little bit. If not, if we're in this trade and let's say we're sitting around 54 when I want to go to bed, I'll set an OCO. At that point, I'd probably go like break even and a trim here and then go to sleep. As long as I have an order in each direction and I know there won't be any resting orders once the trade closes, I have no problem sleeping while in a trade. You had great advice on the SpaceX IPO. Saved me some big money. Good. Very glad. Because I feel like SpaceX was clear as day what was going to happen. Right. I feel like it should have been very transparent for a lot of people. I know a lot of people probably still chased it. And I'm sure at some point it'll go back to the highs, but it's probably going to be a decent amount of time till it gets there. Rob, I can't really answer that for the most part, just because I don't know what the smart money wants to do here. They're buying at the moment. So if they keep buying, I'm going to keep buying. They start selling, I'm going to start selling. And that's just how it usually goes. It's looking like this is... See, I just don't like how close we are here. We are 1.25 points below the open for our stop. So we have that as a little line in the sand. Overall, the indices are holding. We just keep rejecting. So just range until we're not range. Clear for you, not for me. That's fair, user. That is fair. And I'm not a fundamental expert by any means. I just looked at the name, seeing it was a $1.5 trillion market cap and everything that was going on with it. And to me, if I'm looking to get in something for shares, I want to see a clear opportunity for it to maybe like 3 to 5x. With SpaceX, you would need that to go. It would be the largest company in the entire stock market to get there. And I think it can be there. It's just not there yet, you know? All right, so we are rejecting, pushing back towards the lows. Gold, possible lower high. Oil, slow momentum here. Might take a stop in a second. I'm going to watch how this reacts to the open. Then I'll get into the weekly, monthly chart that you guys want to see. Other than TBT trailing and 80-20 split, after you build 2K buffer, it locks and they have 10K. 10K daily profit limit is insane. I mean, that is a crazy number. All right, we're holding the open a little bit. NQES weekly charts. We're doing exactly what we're doing on the 5-minute. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Same shit, right? It's just the weekly is after a rally, obviously. We're consolidating below all-time highs. After we saw 23% rally, no, 20% rally, and then I think a 33% on NQ, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 33.7. So it's kind of expected. When we were back here, we talked about this on stream. We're going to see a more violent consolidation on the daily. And the main aspect I'm watching now is how is the market going to react? And we've been watching, if we rotate correctly, which we have been, we've been rotating a little out of tech, more so into growth small caps so far to hold the market up. But now if we rotate into like the Mag 7 that's been lacking per se. So the Microsofts, right? The Teslas, which we're now rotating back into. By the way, Tesla looks insane on the weekly chart. Tesla looks insane on the monthly chart. This chart looks like it wants over 500 sooner than later. Blow off tangent, but names like Meta, like if these start getting buying pressure, that's enough to keep the market up. Semiconductors can cool down a little bit, which they already have slightly. But if those can get buying pressure, we can see all-time highs soon, very soon. And then you look towards the monthly charts of this. If this is a 5-minute, a lot of people will be interested in longs. Obviously, a little aggressive rally the last prior 2 months, but we have a consolidation bar, strong lower wicks. If we break all-time highs, we're likely going higher, right? This would make sense for 7,800, 7,900, 8,000. Is it going to happen this month? Maybe not. We could see another month or two of consolidation, but the higher time frames are strong, and they are strong as shit at the moment. Appreciate you, Zyro. Why do you even wear a hat? Because I needed this haircut. If not, it gets super thick around like this area. TK giving some trade ideas on NQ. Your entry is 564. So your entry's up here. Stop loss 584, so 100 points. Oh, no, 20 points. Oh, are you looking to short? TP 452, so down here. So you're looking to short up here, stop here, target down here. Hope it works. I mean, I'll take it if we get up there. That means ES would at least be around 55. I'll take that. So we can at least throw a break even on this thing. But no, until we are above 47, we're range bound. And if we go anywhere near the low of the range, like it currently is trying to do, that's right where our stop is. I'm keeping the stop tighter overall just because of structure. If it was a better setup structurally, I'd probably have the stop down at like 41. NQ was at 14K when I started to get interested in trading. Here we are, and I'm still poor. Fair and true, my guy. Fair and true. I mean, when I started trading, 2021, so another year. ES was 4,500. NQ was 15, 16K. I'd been better off if I just put my initial money in the indices and never look back. Costco was 300. Eldred, if you go back towards that, Nvidia was like $10, maybe even less. Bro, there's still one chart that haunts me. And it was posted in the Discord. It was back. I want to see if I can find it. I'm still watching ES on this chart. If I get stopped out, I'll let you know. It's close. Probably not going to be able to find it, but it was way back there. I think it was somewhere around this. So it was Nvidia around 1250. Because before it was pre-split, so it was 120 or 114-ish. And we posted it on the bot and in the Discord everywhere for like a longer term buy. I held for 30%, maybe. It's up 1,000. Generational sell. Generational. What up, Seven? Amazon was like $10 when it started out. When I got into trading, Amazon was like $3,000. That was a name that you couldn't touch no matter what size account you had unless you were just a whale. People used to not trade SPX that much. They would trade Tesla and Amazon when I started. Netflix used to send DVDs in the mall at the beginning. Yeah. I got wicked out. If that is the low, I'm not chasing back in, but that is going to suck. That is really going to suck. And shop. Kev, I still refuse to have Shopify on my stock list. You can see it's not near the S's at all. I refuse to trade that name. Absolutely. Will not touch it because of that trading community. I lost so much money on Shopify that I will not trade it. Market looking like shit overnight. Crappy 15-minute candles. Yeah, Marks. I was going to take my low-end risk. Got stopped. We'll see. PTSD must be real. Dude. If you know is all I'm going to say. But Shopify, no. Chat, there's 200 of you guys in here. 87 likes. First off, what are we doing? Second of all, I want to give you guys accounts. So hit the little thumbs up button. Like the stream. Do you love trading? Peter, I could stare at charts all day without taking a trade. Stop loss? Yeah. Boy, Vivid, it's all right. Appreciate you, CXD. But no, I could stare at charts all day without taking a single trade. I love just analyzing charts. Yeah, I absolutely love what I do. I wouldn't be here every day on stream for 2 hours, even in conditions like yesterday, if I didn't love what I did. I'm leaving this on in case it just slammed the low and wants to face rip. While we're in this range, because people be like, oh, why don't you get back in because of this? If it is the low, it's the low. I'm not going to chase back into this while we're still in this, you know? At this point, I would rather wait for some type of confirmation anywhere. Main reason I'm saying this is I hope it helps prevent someone from doing it. Because if I get in this, throw a stop here, and then it hits me there, I'd be irritated. Yeah, definitely can't buy. I have no interest while we're in this range. None. In the slightest. Profitable with futures. It's going to be less than options because I didn't trade futures for a majority of my first year. I think it was probably like 5 or 6 months of options before I traded futures. So I guess a little under 2 years. Over a year and a half, under 2 years, somewhere in there. How's gold looking? What up, Home Depot houseplant? Gold looks like shit. Gold's just slow trending down. What's oil doing? Oil's doing nothing as well. Chat, we are getting the brunt end of the market on this session this week. Holiday weeks are fun, don't you think? Gold potential breakdown, it is. If it keeps going, yeah. Feeling shorts, TBH? I can see it. I can see it either way. If I take these away and look at the 15s, I got in when we finally got the 15-minute fail to go lower, but then we failed to go higher again. I was willing to take that stab. This is probably the only 200 I'm willing to risk at the moment. But if we end up getting out of this little range, I'll put a risk on. I'm not opposed to it. Dude, the jinx support me. MD, it's easy. Just don't believe in jinxes. You're short GC, aren't you? Green today from shorts, mainly pre-market. Hell yeah. That says a lot. You're green shorting this. Obviously, you shorted here, I'm assuming. But hell yeah, brother. Yeah, in profit. How am I jinxing if I'm talking about gold going lower? Gold looks like shit. Looking like shit's a good thing if you're shorting. What do you think of Tesla user? I just went over it a few minutes ago. I think Tesla looks great on every time frame. It's just Teslas look great a lot and then it rejects. So is it able to get that continuation above the recent highs? If it does, the monthly and weekly look phenomenal. Bet on Mexico, it's free money. I haven't bet on the World Cup at all. I watched a game. You guys will be proud. I watched like half a game while I was getting a haircut. I think it was Norway. Norway versus CIV. I don't know who that is, but CIV. See, look at that. I said like the stream and we're already almost there. About 30 more, you like it, we'll start running giveaways. Ivory Coast. No one ever asking me. Everyone asking Ron how the charts are doing, but no one's ever asking how I'm doing. Moral of the story, CXT. It's just how it is, you know? Yeah, 7, dude. That would have, especially because it sounds like if you were up 700 in micros, I'm assuming NQ, that would have hurt because at least ES consolidated a little bit. NQ just never looked back. Never. Are you doing good? I'm doing wonderful. HP AFK this week. He went from vacation to vacation. So he's really on the struggle bus. I think he's out in the mountains now, from what he said. OMG just blew my demo account. What'd you do? No, Mike, I didn't. To be honest, I'm probably not overly interested in it if it's like a broker and a trading platform, just because I have Tradeovate and Trade C. I don't even use TradingView for trading. So I'm probably not going to look towards another trading platform. He's got money for Starlink. He was on either yesterday or the day before. Single stock futures coming soon, right? I believe they come this month. Demo in paper, too scared to risk the funded. Valid. TV is horrible for executing. What I don't like from what I've seen is once you enter a trade, you cannot put a bracket order on after that. If I can't put an OCO on it, I don't want to use the platform. I don't. It's something I also don't love about Trade C is like you can enter a trade. It's just like TradingView. You can enter a trade, say your take profit, stop loss, but it's full contracts. And if you set a trim and your stop loss gets hit, that trim sits there. And I don't want that. I want all my orders to cancel if any position fills. No exit all on TV. 1 HP, you just click the little X button next to the position, don't you? Isn't that how you exit all? Or even this trader just tuning in, boom, there's a chance that I just got railed by one tick at the low. So I'm not. I'm sure some people are still in. But like I said before too, which is unfortunate because I mentioned if we weren't in this little bit of a range and how we've been trading, my stop probably would have been like 41. But because how we were, I just didn't even want us to get back near the low of the range. I want a continuation on that move, which we didn't get. But no, I got stopped at the low. And I'm not interested in chasing it. If it rips, it rips. Yeah, but I buy limits so often. I have orders in random locations. 1 HP, so they don't move together. Like if you add to it, the position doesn't move up. Or you mean cancel all? Wait, did you say cancel all or close all? Where? Oh, you said exit all. You just won 3 forecast contracts in my interactive brokers account. I don't even know what that is. Close and exit all. Fair. Fair. Yeah, there's obviously Trade C has the flatten button, which is lovely. Mike, that is true. That is true. I don't like that. How'd you find a trading style that suits you? I got lucky, Randy. I mean, I would say Jake's the first person I learned from, but I was in a Discord before that Jake was also a part of. And I saw a bunch of different trading styles, and I really didn't like them. Because they had a bunch of moderators in there that were posting trades and a bunch of traders in there that were trading as well. And I didn't love what I saw until I saw Jake, and then I just followed his. I never bought a single course before Jake. I was in a Discord, but I didn't do anything else. There was someone, not going to say any names, because I don't even know if he still is in the trading community anymore. But there was a strategy that I saw, and his level system was you mark every single weekly wick, and those are your levels. And I thought it was the most delusional thing I ever saw in my life. And this was when I was like 2.5 months into trading. No, Elder, I don't remember that. What's the deal with Trade C? Never heard of it. It's basically TradingView. And that's it. Trade C is basically just TradingView. No room for Dom, just for a flat button. That's fair, 1 HP. Yeah, I mean, I have to trade on multiple screens just for that aspect. But it makes sense you're trading on TradingView. 1 HP, it was every single weekly pivot. Every one. And those were his only levels. So like where we are at the moment, you would maybe have one right here And then your next one wouldn't be until this wick, and then this wick, and then this wick. Yeah, it was just those as his levels. Gold, a little bit of buying, trying to bottom. Oil, not a whole lot. What's the dollar doing? Dollar, not a whole lot. We'll see if we find something else. You gotta enter somewhere, I guess. Fair, fair. Is it like Top Step X, Mike? I haven't used Top Step X. When I first started learning, I had lines everywhere, me and you both. I had lines every, dude, my first chart was just levels everywhere. I was using the RSI, the MACD, VPVR, volume on the bottom, fibs, and I think that was it. Maybe an EMA or two. And now you see why I use nothing. Because there was just way too much shit. Then the thing is, I don't have a problem with indicators. My problem with indicators was they always gave me enough conviction to stay in the trade, but they rarely gave me conviction to get out of a trade when I needed to. Because the indicators would be used for like your stop loss as well. And it never gave me enough conviction to be like, yeah, no, this can't. Like, it was just too easy to paint a reason to get in. And when I realized that after working with Jake, I just deleted everything. NFP has basically been this entire range, weekly levels this month. It's just noise. Yeah. Took my very first $500 payout today. Let's fucking go, Gator. Hell yeah. Love to see that. People still use bottom step? Yeah. Top Step's still a good platform. It is. A lot of people, like, I don't love some of the things they've done, but it doesn't change that they are one of the giants in the industry. They have been around they were here before Apex. So they're like the grandfather in the industry. And I don't think they're going anywhere because people are always going to trade with Top Step. How come you found Jake first when 90% of traders out there are scams? Got lucky. I was in a Discord with a bunch of people who sold lessons, sold mentorships. I was just very patient in seeing who I wanted to actually give money to, and it ended up being Jake. Funniest thing is it was because I made money on a Tesla call from Jake that I shouldn't have been in because I oversized. And then I spent that money on one-on-ones with him. And then I ended up taking his mastermind for Mastermind 1. I was there with a Navy radar on my screen full of lines and stuff. Yep. Exact opposite for me. You had to get out of at the VWAP. At least you had a strategy for the most part with VWAP. Mine was just a bunch of shit, and if it looked good, I'd get in a trade. And obviously, y'all know the results of what happened there. Can you believe they paid out $1 billion since they started Top Step? Yeah, I believe that. Because there was a time where they were the only prop firm. They were the only one out there. Were you in Stock Market Wolf Discord? No, I was actually in Brett Simba's Discord back in the day. Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it too, like Tradeify's already paid out. Is it 100 or 200 million that Tradeify's paid out? Because I know it's a crazy ass number in the 9 figures. And I think Lucid's already paid out like 50 mil or something. So you can see how big this industry is. And I don't think this industry is anywhere near being capped. Just wait, there will be, because we already have obviously sports betting. Because there are sports betting prop firms, which is absurd because you can quite literally sports bet for $5. You can sports bet for $1 actually. There's options prop firms. There's obviously futures prop firms. Pretty soon there's going to be individual stock futures prop firms. I guarantee you're going to start seeing prediction market prop firms. And that industry alone is fucking huge. Down 150, wanted the long NQ, just not happening. Sin, we're in the same spot. I have no problem. Like, this chart looks great for longs, but this is something that I'm decent at, is I have no problem sitting here watching this move happen. I don't. Some people are going to call me dumb for that. Some people are going to say, oh my God, like, there's no reason you should do that. I have no problem watching it. Because I got stopped out. I'm not willing to put the risk on at the moment. Yeah, chart's stronger. 15-minute is holding up well. Last thing I want to do, though, is buy here and have us pull right back down here and I get stopped out again. So I'm just being patient. If I don't take another trade this session, I'll take another trade this session. What do you think about shorting gold right now? Without the indices? I mean, gold's weak. If you're going to short something and you tell me you're shorting gold, I'm okay with it. Gold's been getting slaughtered. Gold has a 4-hour lower high. Gold daily, I believe, failed to go higher as well. No, failed to go lower, but it's more of a neutral bar. Yeah, if I'm going to short anything, gold's definitely the more interesting name to short. But I gambled, not traded. Same. Yeah, oil's fighting hard. Bro, I've been long for 2 hours, just chopping around. Hey, it means you got a decent entry, though, if you're still in. Yeah, agreed, Andrew. And just wait. There's going to be a huge wave of people trying to trade with AI. There already is, but it's going to grow exponentially as well. That'll come way sooner than later. You can sports bet on Robinhood right now? Yeah, with prediction markets. You can bet on a lot of stuff with Robinhood with prediction markets. That's why I think Robinhood's still a good buy. After it was getting demolished. When we first started these streams, we talked about Robinhood when it was down around 65. About how it was a great buy because throughout this entire sell-off, they were adding prediction markets. So if you think Robinhood's worthy of 150 before that, it's worthy of way more than that after. Yeah, gambling props just seem weird to me. And like, if I'm doing a gambling prop, I'd rather just throw $300 in a sports betting thing and just use that. What up, Golden? How you doing? Dollar rallying up hard, is it? Dollar still pushing. Dude, imagine we get a 6th 15-minute failure here. Dude, look at this NQ 15-minute chart. Now, if anyone doesn't know why I'm not overly interested in jumping in, just take 5 seconds and just look at this chart. Check them if you like. I'm good, brother. If you're talking about the sports betting prop firm, I'm good. Appreciate it, though. You don't like barcodes? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. And it just comes down to, can ES get a rally up towards, let's say, 60? Can NQ get a rally to yesterday's high? Yes. But is this price action something I'm like, hell yeah, I desperately want to be in? No, dude. No. Not even a little bit. What I'd rather do is give you guys prop firm accounts. So 23 more people need to like the stream. Let's do this though, chat. Should I try the sub only one? Should we run one a little early and try sub only? I think we should. So let's check the stream settings real quick and see if this works. Customization. Nah, no YOLOs now. Oh, you might be talking to someone else. Okay, chat. Stream is now, and I'm going to do this for you guys. Stream is at the point you have to be subscribed for 2 whole minutes to be able to type. So I'm going to wait 1 minute, and then I'm going to run the giveaway. And if anyone that's subscribed can enter. Am I subscribed? Yeah, if you can type, you can subscribe. The giveaway is going to be a minute longer. So I'm going to wait 1 minute, and then I'm going to run it for 3 minutes. So you have a few minutes to get in. But this one is going to be to anyone who is subscribed to the channel because we appreciate the hell out of y'all. That's cool giveaway. Yeah. You just need to type not yet, Hugo. Huge. In 1 second. I'm not going to pick. I'm going to run the actual giveaway. This is going to make it so you have to be supporting the channel to get it. You know? All right. We'll just say that's been a minute. It's got to be close. So I'm going to start the giveaway. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is type ! enter. Chat, if you cannot currently type, just subscribe to the channel real quick. I have it so that way it is sub only for 2 minutes. This giveaway is 3 minutes. You have time to sub and enter. Just saying. You have time, so it is open to everybody. You just got to click the button. What a way to grow the account. Get out of here, boys. Ali, imagine I do this and we still get like 120 people in. Rob, I'm still going to give people a chance to sub. There will be next, we'll do tomorrow's where I'll just run it right once I put it on sub only. And you won't be able to sub. We'll do that for you guys. This is mainly just to test this out. But I'll do it tomorrow where I put it sub only for like 10 minutes. And the giveaway, I'll run the giveaway during that time. Rob, the thing is though, if I do this, they would have to do that every single time we do it across multiple streams. And at that point, eventually, they're just going to stay subbed. It's a win-win. But tomorrow's, I'll do it so that way they can't sub before getting in. But I'll give a note that they'll need to be subbed before I do it. You guys have 1 minute left. Decent amount less viewers, so we're good. Or not less viewers, less people in. So y'all are chilling. Most don't do the YouTube chat. It's all on Discord. Yeah, I just don't want to push like the free, push free Discord. Then you have to go from YouTube to Discord. Because some people are on their phones and then they have to leave the stream to go do that. I'm just going to run on YouTube. We should make it contribution only. $1 entry, Ali. Dude, I'm pretty sure we would lose every single affiliate breaking rules. Rob, at some point we do need to chill out on giveaways. Jeepers, I am not getting dreads. But no, at some point we do need to chill out on giveaways. Because I don't want the chat to be like, oh my God, there's giveaways, which I know a lot of you guys aren't. And that's what you're mainly here for. But then it'll get to a point where we run giveaways that feel special. Whereas right now, we're running 2 every single stream for an entire week. Chat, that is it. So first off, let me go stream settings. Let me fix this. All right, anyone can type now. A lot less of you guys got in, which is good. It's what we were anticipating. Rav Boys 777. Are you in here, brother? And I know you probably are because I saw you typing earlier. I'm here for 200-point trades. Where they at? Gator, they ain't here this week. At least this session. What up, Laji? Hell yeah, Rev. My man has been active in chats. Was your first day here 2 days ago? Even so, you've been on almost every single stream since then. How do I claim? Shoot me a DM on Instagram. So if you do exclamation Ron G in chat, it'll give you the link. Shoot me a DM on Instagram and then let me know when you send it and I'll go check it. I'm still in the ES long. Fucking way to just flex on me, Trade Wop. Way to just flex on me. Demo trading? Hell yeah. Been hooked to the rake in team. Appreciate you, my man. Chat, don't worry. If you didn't win that one, we're going to run the 150 like giveaway. We are. I said it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, like the stream and then throw it in sub only and run that giveaway. No, we're doing another one. So don't you worry. But let me know when you shoot me a DM so I can check it. How do you know it's the same person from the YouTube? Andrew, that is why I have them tell me in chat when they DM me. I will not give out, because we have people say they won and we know they haven't. The person who won the first giveaway or yesterday, I don't know if you're still in here. You DM'd me 5 hours after stream. I'm still going to give you the account, but 5 hours? My guy. Just did. I got you. Rav's in your name. Perfect. So I already have that. Guarantee that's you. Rav is there. I'll get you that after stream. Got to take a picture with a fork next to their YouTube name. CXT. Please, with the exact timestamp location, give me your IP address all in the photo and send it. Thank you. Yeah. And Andrew, there's going to be people who have won multiple times because they do some shady things, but there's no way around it. Blonde Alan would be crazy. Alan is growing a beard. Dude, imagine Alan with a beard. You guys are very genuine. Appreciate you. I mean, to be fair, I'm just giving away Jake's accounts. That man is the one buying them all, and he buys a lot of accounts. A lot. If you guys are getting payouts, Jake is funding those. Just throwing that out there. Jake is helping you guys be able to get payouts from the accounts he's buying. All right, so we got Rav. I will get you that code after stream. Chat, what do you think? 3 minutes for the giveaway? 3 or 4? Overall analysis, no fluff. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, even if I take a trade like today where I lose, right? First one was break even, so I'll put an extra $50 on it, is what it is. But I can survive $200. That ain't going to kill me. Blonde Jake, Dreadlock, Ron G, Beard Allen, Clean Shave Lamelli, Mitch. Clean Shave, dude. You can't, dude. Forcing someone to shave would be crazy. That'd be crazy. 3, all right. It took 5 hours because you wouldn't say his name. You know what, Vish? That could be true. That could be true. But all streams on 365 is none of the weird egos you can smell from a mile out. There's a dog logo group. Cringe, in my opinion. Yeah, Andrew. I mean, the craziest thing too is we don't even market much. I mean, yes, I have a little banner right there or a little slide thing above me that says prop firm codes and stuff. But the amount of money that Jake puts into them, we're giving it back. It's not like we give away 2 a week or whatever. But no, I also know a lot of you guys are here just for the overall streams, and it means the world. It does. Trade Rob, you guys have till 12 p.m. today to get Blonde Jake. So sub only, you're going to need a lot more. You're going to need a lot more. You have until 12 p.m. for the June 30th. It's the personality thing I'm mentioning. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing, though, is you can see we all have drastically different personalities, but we're all, I don't even know how to say it. Like, we're all, I wouldn't say we have morals. We're just normal people. Can I enter again for future giveaways? No. Sorry, Rev. I know what Miss K is here for. We all do, Vish. We all do. Love your streams. Get a little different perspective from everyone. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, Rev, you can't win until Jake goes on stream and says all previous winners can win again. That is, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Anyways, chat, I know the exclamation mark enter is still on stream, and you guys listen very well because not a single person has typed it in chat. But let's run the other one because we are at 154. You guys hit it. We're gonna do 3 minutes. So if you get a couple seconds, if you're on the TV doing the dishes, you got 3 minutes on this one. It's a minute shorter. We're running 2 giveaways. We're doing 3 minutes. With that though, giveaways live, baby. I was saying normal outside a lot as he said that. Hell yeah. Plus, a lot of these streams too is if we're ourselves, it feels like you're just trading with us, which is cool. But with that, chat, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. So I'll be back in like 30 seconds. All right, where are we at time-wise? Minute 30. All right, well, if you haven't entered yet, exclamation mark enter gets you in the giveaway. You got a minute 30 left. Alphonse, didn't you win yesterday? Pretty sure you did, because I'm pretty sure I have a DM from you. Yeah, you did. I see, I'm looking at your DM right now. Just so you know, you can't win again. But I saw your entry. Chad, I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty content of not getting back in this. We did get wicked at the lows, whatever. But if we're just gonna come back up here and reject back lower, stop me out. Keep me out of that price action. Let me be cash. Vish, I should set it so if you do exclamation mark exit, it takes you out of the giveaway. So you guys just kick yourselves out without realizing. Is someone just putting our YouTubes in there? Or not our YouTubes, our Instagrams? You are. I was like, why are we seeing all these links? Chat, 17 seconds. Oh, wait. Is it over? No, it's over. Never mind. It's just stuck at 17 seconds. It's over. The winner is Andrew 729. Have you won before? Just have to have been short the top, long the bottom so far. That's fair. To be fair, though, even with that, I wouldn't want to trade this. Cole, what's crazy? I'm just trying to crash the bot if that's possible. Vish, if you crash the bot, I will hide you from chat. I will physically hide you from chat. OMG, it's me? No, I haven't. Hell yeah. You've been here for a long time. A long time. That is what we want to see. You've been here since week 3. No, yeah, week 3. And you were mainly in my session. My man, I'm glad you won. Hitchman has won a free 150 direct account. Hitch, if you want that account, just feel free to log on to Tradeify. Click the account, put code RT in, put your credit card info in, and then just click buy. It'll get you that account. Don't you worry. As long as you don't look at your statement, it's free. Andrew, shoot me a DM on Instagram and let me know when you send that DM. I feel like the people who don't win are the ones who are typing, and he's been typing. Not necessarily, Cole, because I've had many people win that have only typed for giveaways. Like there's some times that I'll look at, because I look at everyone's chat log when they win to see how active they are. I knew Andrew's been active for a minute. But there's people who win that just, it's either their first day, they've sent one message and it was to enter the giveaway. Unlimited account hack. Well, if you can do that, but you need unlimited IG accounts. It's full. It is 100% random. You know what's crazy? There was less people by 3 in the sub or in the non-sub only giveaway. No, Mark, I got stopped out down here on this trade. I was leaving it on to see if we go back up to the highs. You can check right below my name if it shows open positions. Yeah, we did sub only. There was 85 in sub only, and there was 81 in non-sub only. So somehow you had better odds. No, 3 people less. Not 3 times, 3 people. If I said 3 times, that's a typo. Or me talking wrong. Just did. Got you, Andrew. Hell yeah. My short's going to rip through range. Let's go. 7. I love it if we can get lower here. We are getting pretty damn weak. I'm not interested in longs at the moment. Gold. Is anyone still holding their gold shorts? I know some of y'all are in. Even oil's trying to break. Interesting there. Dollar's ripping though. Yeah, fireworks loaded up? No. Ali, something that's kind of cool is we used to, in the company I used to work for, we had a partner with Phantom Fireworks. So we would trade trash for fireworks and we would get so many fireworks. I have a scar on my leg from when I took a mortar to the thigh. If I win, I'd like to request to collect in person. That costs extra, sorry. Hey, you want me to go to Pittsburgh to collect in? You want me to drive to Pittsburgh so you can collect your free eval in person? Make that make sense. Agreed, Chris. Dude, it is so hard for me to spend money on dumb shit. It is. Just because of, like, I know what I can get. Downtown Youngstown, that ain't far. It's far enough that I'm not driving there to give you an account, but it ain't far. Yeah, 7, that makes sense. And Q was definitely a little stronger, especially because it's still sitting above the open a little bit. Yep, I'm in gold shorts. Hell yeah, SO. One thing I'm interested in is when I end stream to see how many subs that little sub only got us. I love blowing shit up, but I'd rather buy accounts with that money. And Fish goes and blow the account. Yeah, all right. You know, sometimes it happens. Still in position for TP. Where's your TP, MD? My cousin lit a firework, didn't go off. Went to check, blew up in his face, second degree burns. Damn, Gio. Yeah, no, see, we used to get a metric load of fire. Like, I have videos of fireworks blowing up all around us as we're trying to light them. One year, someone put a bunch of mortars on a platform, and they weren't all lit at the same time, so one went off. The other, like, 6 mortars all fell over. And they just everywhere, right into the crowds. Because we used to throw like 4th of July parties. And yeah, that year I took one to the thigh. Not like a huge scar, but I got a little one. Going for 3R. 39.70. I like it. You might get a little bit of a fight around 80s because we have this hourly consolidation around here. Oh, that's 90s. 80s is around here. Yeah, you might fight around 90s a little bit, maybe a little more around like 75, 80. But if we keep trending and the dollar keeps getting bought up like it is, like guys, if this dollar breaks this trend into tomorrow, dude, imagine we get these daily closes strong and then we just gap down here. It would cook a lot of people. Would cook a lot of people. Is 39.55 a good target for shorting gold? Depends how bearish you are. 55, so you're targeting the low. I mean, if you can get runners to the low, run it. There's a chance if we keep getting selling pressure, yeah. I mean, this chart, even though it did test the lows, close higher, it's a trend bar consolidation. If we get a trend bar, you could go down to that low and break it. Just depends on the market. If bulls step in or not. If bulls don't step in, yeah, we can see continuation easily. Dude, imagine NQ hits the open and we just right back in the range. Just right in the range. Did you hit stop? Yeah, PD. I did. You just get wild stuff for Canada. Lost interest pretty quick, to be honest. That's fair. This week is someone's last time with all 10 fingers. Damn, hippie space kitty coming out with the reality check and facts. Yeah, it is. Yeah, some people love to hold fireworks. That's one thing I would never do. I'll probably wrap it up in a few minutes though, chat. So if you guys have any like last minute questions you got, feel free to throw them in and we'll touch base on them. If not, we'll just vibe for a couple minutes and then we'll call it. Hysteric, we did that too. Something that was really fun that we did was Roman candle baseball. Obviously we wouldn't like run the bases, but we'd have batting practice. Yeah, 1 HP. It really just depends on bearish pressure here. I mean, there's a huge resistance around 390s. You can see it clear as day on the 4 hour in the bottom right here. Like there's just a massive support around 390s. If we break that, hold on, because gold's going. Do you ever miss trading New York? No, user, I still trade New York. Hey, when do you send the code after stream? Yep, Andrew, right after stream, I send them. I'll send both the winners' codes. Yeah, I trade New York. If I like the session, I'll trade New York. I have no problems with that. I think I traded New York a little bit today. I logged a day on eval. I got capped on it. My bad. Brother, dude, no worries. I ain't going to tweak out over a question. I'm good. You can ask any question you need. Well, maybe not any question, but any question like that, yeah. Why so few people here? All right, Peter. Peter, there was 170 people isn't few. I'll say that first off. Out the gate, 170 ain't few. But we were chilling up around 200 for a majority of the stream, 190, 200. 200 is phenomenal. I'll take that all day. But there's crazy wording on the question. Was your biggest challenge in trading? What was my biggest challenge was not accepting losers like this, like what we currently have, like $200. In the past, I used to lose like 200-300 and I wouldn't be okay with it. And I would revenge trade, try to get it back green, and I'd lose like 1,000 or the account. So that's why I have no problem just sitting in this, leaving that as my loss for the day. I'm okay with smaller losses. But it was always just the overall risk parameters I really struggled with for a while. What's crazy is I'm looking at Peter's logs and he has been in almost every single stream in June. He's not like a new person. Do I agree or just disagree with what statement? What helped with that? Mainly just accepting it. Traders overcomplicate their strategies when they don't have enough confidence. Yes. Agreed. Wholeheartedly. I know you do, Peter. I know. And also, I know the name Peter in chat by now. You troll 80% of the comments. Yeah, I know for a fact. Because you've done it for like a few weeks. But I will say, if you make the wrong comment on the wrong stream, not my stream, but other streams, you don't be shocked if you get hidden. There's a line. I don't think I'm going to do it, but if you cross the line on somebody, you will get rocked. But yes, traders drastically overcomplicate their strategies. Overcomplicate them. Where's the history guy at? Dude, we need Henry with his history facts. Who's short in the indices right now, though? Appreciate you, 1 HP. How did you fix it? Number one is size down. Size way down and accept your risk. Accept like that you're willing to just lose that because you're in it for the long run. You're not trying to be rich overnight. And a lot of it comes from just being okay with being wrong. I mean, you guys see me be wrong all the time. I'm not worried about it. It's just part of trading. You're going to be wrong. Is my win rate 90%? Hell no. And I know that. Mine's usually around like 60 to 70%. And I'm cool with that. Ron, I used to not be. It took a while. My power's out. I have no internet on PC. Brutal. I'll send you it on Instagram though. So, and you don't have to use it right away. Just wanted to tap that 4-hour gap. I don't know what gap you're talking about on NQ. For me, I talked about in the beginning of the stream, I did want to see ES come down and retest this 30 area. So if we get it, cool. I ended up making a really nice setup with the hourly for the short on that close. I would love to see 30. If we lose this like 25 to 30 area, I would expect lower, personally. I would expect decently lower. So I'll be watching for that overnight, see how we react though. But if we get buying pressure back up into this range, no, I ain't doing anything tonight. I'll look for New York tomorrow. Might actually go to bed at a decent time. Maybe like 1:30. It feels like last night, then what happened, watched New York open Rip City. Always. We usually rip into 4th of July, I believe. US holidays, we love to just face rip into them. Got the short once we failed to push higher. Beautiful. Yeah, NQ broke all the lower highs. I had to jump in. Love it. Agree with that. Trading starts with defining risk. Yeah. I like Mivid. I fully believe a lot of people would be easily profitable if they just accepted risk. If you get your risk in check, it is exponentially easier to at least be break even in trading. On HP. Why are you saying new monthly low? On what? And if you're talking about this month, I swear, that's like saying Happy New Year. Or you haven't done something since last year on like January 2nd. Five stop loss in a row in 2 days. It'd be like that, MD. Sometimes it just fucking be like that. Tomorrow, AM is first day. Yep. Well, no. Today's first day. Daily candle close. This is the first day of the month. Only time I lose overall is when I tilt. So now you just have to dive into your tilts, see what causes them and how you can work on preventing them. Grinning. You motherfucker, 1 HP. Hearing lower your size so much that I'm like, go to 3 MNQ and boom, somehow down $600 in one trade. And I'm like, what? Well, if you're running 100-point stop loss, you're going to be down $600. So that's just, remember, you have to use the proper sizing for your risk. Like if I'm risking 10 points on ES, I'm sizing down. If I'm risking 5 points, I could use a little more size if I want to. What's smaller than 1 micro? Cash? I don't know. You can't go smaller than 1. If you struggle with 1 micro, then it's a strategy problem. Then at least you know what to work on. Use 4x before doing mean reversion. Nice. 500 cash out on 1 micro. Beautiful. You're doing phenomenal. Think you know what you're doing. Wait, so you got 250 points? How the hell did you catch $500 on 1 micro? We ain't moved far enough for you to catch $500 on 1 micro. You can go smaller than 1 micro in CFDs. Interesting. Oh, in the last 10 days. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's not bad though. $500 extra a week, even every 2 weeks. That adds up. Nice little buffer at the end of the year. Passed prop and cashed out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chad, I think we might go ahead and wrap up stream. Because I don't see anything to really do. If you're in gold short, this thing is dumping at the moment. Looks flawless. Oil is still struggling. I'd be shocked if oil doesn't get some bidding unless it wants to just get crushed as well. Usually you're not going to see that though. So I'll be watching that a little bit. If the dollar gets above 101.34s, shit might get a little ugly tomorrow. It might get continued bearish sentiment over the night. But for me, ES, the overhead resistance is 43, right? The open. Overall support is 530s. If we get below 530s, we have a decent amount of room lower. I'd be looking towards like 515, 513s. I have an amp account that cashes out all the time. I was in a short, took 2 off, moved stop down. Shit was closed. Always doing some weird shit. That is weird. How about that hymn swing we got out of? Yeah, Zay, don't remind me about hymns. Hims has been ripping. Been ripping. Where's the account giveaway for? Tradeify. I'll put all that in the DM as well. But with that, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I don't see anything I really want to do here. Took one loss on the session, is what it is. Yeah, y'all have a good rest of your night. Alan's live at 1 a.m. Eastern, so I'm sure a lot of y'all will be there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a good one.